Hey there everybody, welcome to Trializer Gaming. Today we have Pokemon, but it's a brand new series, Scarlet, Shiny Only. That's right, Pokemon Scarlet, Shiny Only. It's episode 1 and it's a brand new series. Now, my concept for this is simple. I played Pokemon Violet, and I wondered what happened if we did give ourselves a shiny starter. Obviously on the thumbnail, you saw a shiny Craxley. We are going to bring shiny Craxley over to replace our Craxley after the Nemona fight, because that's as soon as you get home access in this game. But, right, there's also some other things we'll need to talk about with the rules. But I am playing this first off on the Switch OLED. I do not have a Switch 2 yet, so that means we do not get the boosted frame rate or the boosted Pokemon spawns. So again, this is on the Switch OLED. Now, let's talk about the rules. You see it, Pokemon Scarlet, Shiny Only rules. The starter is replaced with a Shiny equivalent. So pretty much after the Nemona battle, we are going to take our Craxley and replace it with an extra Shiny Craxley I have from Pokemon Home, and that will be our starter and our first true Shiny. Okay? Now, I had another thought. What if we got the Shiny Charm as soon as possible? Well, the Pokedex will be auto-completed to boost Shiny odds. Obviously, once the Pokedex is fully complete, we can pick up the Shiny Charm from the Academy. Unfortunately, we do have to wait for the Academy, but I'll probably, in between this first episode and the second episode, when I can bring over Craxley, I will. I'll probably auto-complete our beginning Pokedex just to get it filled so that I don't have to do it later. Yeah, so pretty much my concept of this is simple. What if I start the game with a Shiny, which you can't do in this game because obviously the Shinies are Shiny locked. This is on a regular Switch OLED, not a modded game, not a modded console. This is a true regular Scarlet game. But I also wondered what happens if you have the Shiny Charm as soon as possible. So that's why the Pokedex will be auto-completed to boost the Shiny odds and to get the Shiny Charm. Rule 3, a new Shiny must be caught before each story point. Now obviously what I mean is, there's Team Star in the Starfall Street path. There's the Path of Legends to help Arven find rare ingredients. And obviously Victory Road, where we battle the gym leaders and achieve champion rank. Now, a Shiny must be caught before each gym battle, before each new Titan Pokemon, and between each new Team Star base. So there is a lot of Shinies to catch, and we must catch at least one before proceeding at any of those points. I worded it like this, calling it a story point, because I didn't want it to be long and complex, so you hopefully understand. Duplicate Shinies do not count unless it can branch. So, for instance, this should be pretty obvious, but if I look at the Paldea Pokedex, right? There's a lot of Pokemon, but there are a few Pokemon that can branch off. Not many, but example would be Ralts, Curlia, Gardevoir, and Gallade. If I get a shiny Ralts, and it happens to be male, and I can evolve it up to a Gallade, I can. But if I get a second male Ralts, I can turn it into a Gardevoir, or a female Ralts, turn it to a Gardevoir. Stuff like that. Now, there's not many branching evolutions in the base decks. I believe Ralts and Curlia might be the only one. I guess Rockruff can break off into the different Lycanrocs, but that's really not that big of a difference, truthfully. I guess there's the different Oricorios that can come up. I guess Applin can turn into Flapple and Appleton. There's a couple examples, right? So pretty much it just means any Pokemon that does have that odd spit Evo, if we find a Shiny that can do it, like Charcadet, we can do both. Now, obviously, I do have another Pokemon game. So if I need to bring over an armor or something, I can without much worry. Eevee would obviously be the biggest culprit of this. If I get multiple shiny Eevees, it might not be bad to have a Sylveon and an Umbreon and an Espeon, etc, etc. You know, but also depends on getting the Pokemon in the first place, which is hard enough. Now, I do want to note that that duplicate rule is just so we don't end up with a dozen of the same Pokemon. Now, Kitakami is unlocked after 10 shinies are caught. So that means we don't have to wait to the end, but I did want to put a limit on it. So that means we cannot travel or start Kitakami until we caught at least shinies, which is a decent amount of different things and decent levels. Blueberry Academy obviously is not unlocked until after the main story. I don't think you can travel there any earlier than that, but I might be wrong. I do think you have to beat the Elite Four to unlock the Blueberry Academy, though. So maybe that is just natural progression. But I decided waiting for the main story and leveling up my team might be better, because that'll give me a lot of shinies to play with and not have to worry about, like, my team being horribly underleveled or my team having issues. I think that should make some sense there. Now, next up, I do want to talk about something else. It's not in the rules, but you will see it next. Challenges. Now, here in Shiny Only, I will have challenges that you guys can give me. Now, obviously, see, there's no rule or no, like, challenge that says how many have to be completed, because there are none. Pretty much, if you guys want to give me a challenge here in the Scarlet Shiny Only run, you can comment down below and give me a challenge, and I will have to complete all challenges before I wrap up the series. But we still have a lot to go. Now, I will note everything in this series must be done on camera, right? There is no going off camera to record anything. So everything, catching Pokemon, looking for shinies, everything will be recorded as an episode. All right, hopefully you guys understand. If you have any questions, hey, comment down below. I'll gladly answer. If you have any concerns about anything, also comment down below. I'll gladly answer, and hopefully you're excited. All right, so we're starting off. So what language will I play in? English. Last time my guy was male, because I usually try to copy a character that looks like me. I think for Scarlet, let's mix it up. Let's go with a girl. Why not? You know, we are still going to call ourselves Azure. That's not going to change. But, yeah. We'll change it up. We'll go female this time. Oh yeah, we can change all our stuff right off the bat. Okay. So first off, I do want Ash Purple. I kind of like that. I'm gonna give her violet hair. I know it's Scarlet, but I'm gonna give her violet hair. I think that makes the most sense. Even though I'm naturally a redhead, let's have some fun. Let's mix it up. All right. Let's see what kind of haircuts we have. I want a haircut that, like, I don't know, I really will like. Space buns? No, thank you. Let's see. I'm pretty much designing my own, like, anime protagonist female character here by choosing this. So I just gotta find a nice look for her. The ponytail is pretty nice and simple. Long bob. Ooh, I kind of like that style. Kind of like the short bob. That's the base. No, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with the long and straight. Alright, so next we have style. Or change look, sorry. Alright, we need an eye shape. I'll go with the V. I am going to go with... Ooh, actually... I'll go with gold. They kind of stand out. Eyelashes. Ooh, I like that one. I'll go eyelash E3. I'm spending way too much time on this design, I think. This should also be violet because it's the eyebrows. I really can't see him up there. So this hairstyle isn't the best for that. I guess, oh, maybe, whatever, I'll go with that. I really can't tell with the thing. If I need to change it later, I will. But yeah. Alright, mouth. I guess I accidentally gave my other character the little... Yeah, let's go with this one. Why not? That looks cute. Alright. Lip color. The purple doesn't look that great. It's not bright enough. I kind of like the burgundy. Yeah, let's rock the burgundy. That looks nice. Beauty spot? Oh. None. We don't need a beauty spot. And no freckles. Yeah. Alright, this is our character. I think she looks good. Obviously, you can comment down below whether you agree or disagree with my style choices. But that is my character. That's who I am rocking with. Oh yeah, there's a different academy. I totally forgot about that. By the way, let me know what you also think about the overlay in the comments. I kind of went with like a kind of ingrained like stone style. You know, just let me know what you think. Taking lessons from tradition, going stronger and greater. Alright. It's time for you two to dive into the world of Pokemon. Unfortunately, I'm going to have some horrible restrictions. There's Nimona. Now, obviously, the first time I played this, I had no idea. I was so engulfed into everything that was going on. You know, Director Claviel, head of Naranja Academy. So, obviously, we have quite a bit of things to do. Now, unlike our first playthrough, I don't think there's a lot of good, like, mystery gifts to claim. So, yeah, unfortunately, I think I'm kind of stuck out on that front. But yeah, Pokemon can be found living all over seas and skies, even in our cities and towns. Except ours are restricted to shiny only. We humans coexist with Pokemon as we both help one another to live and thrive. Naranja Academy is here to help you learn even more about these precious partners. But for us, they have to be shiny. Within our halls, people from all regions gather to study together. And as Pokemon trainers, have their Pokemon do battle, growing alongside them. Well, our robust curriculum of coursework helps our students draw forth their fullest potential. It is within these halls that you will find your friends, your Pokemon, and your true self. The faculty and staff of Naranja Academy can't wait to welcome you with open arms. Alright. And in this case, last time we had Miraidon. This time, we will have Koraidon. Now, obviously, anything that requires a non-shiny catch, like the legendaries and stuff like that, for the DLC purposes as well, I will catch. Anything that is either a requirement or is like a one-time Pokemon or something like that, I will catch. I just will transfer it to home, because obviously I would love a Raging Bolt, you know, stuff like that with my name on it. It's so weird to see, you know, you get so used to purple like Miraidon. Also, Miraidon's power started flickering. Koraidon just looked like he's getting sleepy. Such a difference. It's so cool to play Violet, and now we're in Scarlet, and it's going to be shiny only. Obviously, starters are shiny locked. If they weren't, we would just reset for one naturally. But that's why we will replace ours with a shiny I have in home. Now, why it technically won't be not mine, it will still have Azure as its name, so it'll at least look better, but it would have a different trainer ID number, truthfully. Let's get into it. The hair spins. Oh, well, I forgot. I kind of forgot about that for a split second. So we need to go downstairs, I believe. Scrovit. You know that Scrovit's up to something, man. I don't need to go to school yet. I was just... I just want to get to the point where I can transfer over Pokemon. There's Mom. Good old Mom. Their words, not mine. Very important. I see. So, obviously I can save. I do not have any option to like... I will put text speed to fast, skip move learning off, into boxes manual. No nicknames, but I guess I'll keep the option just in case I want one. Vertical, horizontal, look normal, camera support, okay. Show nicknames, autosave, off. Skip cutscenes. I'll keep it on. Okay. And yeah. That's fine. Whoop, I got stuck on a Scrovit. Such a fat Scrovit. Do you forgive the intrusion? You could have just waited an extra 10 seconds. I'm going to have to get used to being called Miss. I totally forgot about that. I don't usually, like I say, I usually choose a male character because as a male, you know, you want to see yourself, right? I'm glad they added the other options for female players. They can, you know, be able to make a character that is their own, you know? That's the nice part about it, is the customization. Seeing yourself in the Pokemon world. In this case, I thought I'd mix it up, you know? If in Violet, Oh, I just realized that. That's funny. I didn't even mean to do this. In Violet, we had a male with red hair, or with scarlet hair. In this game, we have a girl with violet hair. Oh man, I didn't realize the nuance there. I didn't even mean that. I truly didn't. That just happened. All right. I need to ditch that hat as soon as possible, man. I gotta ditch it. No way we want to keep that hat. So, yeah. Man, I miss running. Yes, please. I would love to put on the hat. By the way, if you noticed already below the logo for Pokemon Scarlet and Scarlet Shiny Only, I have our starter already selected, so there should be no surprise there. Okay. So we now have access to the bag. I don't think we can change looks yet. Yeah, we cannot, so... I knew it was one of the ones along the D-pad, I just can't remember which one, so yeah. All ready for your big first day. Oh, trust me, we have a lot to do this episode. Yeah, I'll follow. You know, I kind of now wish I had a shorter haircut, but I don't mind it. Also, man, this uniform is hideous compared to the Violet version. I actively like the Violet uniform better than this one. Gotta be honest. Just truthful. I gotta take this hat off, man. It's hideous. And so we see our starter right there, though obviously we will send him to home. I love you, Sprigatito. You're my favorite. I would take you, but I don't have an extra shiny version of you. I'm sorry. Freycoco, you're pretty cool, but I don't have an extra shiny of you. And Craxter, you're actually the only one I had an extra shiny of, and when I got this game, I couldn't wait. So, yeah. Oh man, what level is my Craxter gonna be? Alright, so I have to make sure if there's any hidden items around after. Rotom phone, okay. Man, it's so weird to be playing this fresh again. I don't think there was any... Oh, there's an item over there. I was wrong. I don't know if in my Violet playthrough I ever got this item, because I don't think I ever checked back by the home. Oh, I can change my outfit. Awesome. Oh, I really don't like any of these. I'll guess I'll go with the... I'll guess I'll go with the winter. Don't need gloves. I'll take that, I guess. Actually, it's kind of bulky. I think I'll stick with the regular backpack. Remove the hat. School helmet. Oh, no. Don't need glasses. Okay, okay. That's the outfit. Got an antidote. Now, is there any other items? Yes, there is. I actually have never got these items in my Violet playthrough. So this is this is actually new. I'm glad I'm looking around though, right? Now remember, we can only catch things that are shiny unless we are forced to. So I think in the game you are forced to catch a Pokemon with Nemona. So I doubt we're going to get lucky with our very first Pokemon being shiny, but you never know, right? This is a very slow rock. I regret my life choices. Oh, we got a Pokeball. Interesting. Alright, well this is definitely a different start than the Violet playthrough. I was so excited to just get going that I had no patience to look around. I might do a shiny only with Violet and restart it if, you know, I get a Switch 2. Because I would love to play this game from fresh on the Switch 2. Oh, I finally got Run. Oh, that's good. Ooh, let's go. Oh, item over here. I did grab this one. Another Pokeball, so we already have 2 Pokeballs. Let's go. And here we go. Now remember, after Nemona's battle, I will stop and we'll bring over our true starter. Oh, look at Sprigatito just enjoying life. Nope. I will be this one's trainer for a little bit, though. You know what, though? I would have loved to stream this and, like, gone for the reset, but because a lot of this is going to be all recorded on camera, I am not going to be streaming this, most likely. But we'll see down the road if things change for now. You can let me know down in the comments what you think. Well, all right. I still have to get used to the miss. I gotta be honest. I'm not used to being called miss. I gotta be honest with you. Yeah, sure, Nimona. See, I know, like, more about her story and, you know, the stuff we learn later on throughout stuff. So it's like, now it's not like we're just strangers and you're asking me, well, even though technically these characters are, you know. Yes, I will pick my starter. And 100%, there will be this little guy, Craxley. Yep. Now, obviously, Craxley, I will state this much, will be swapped out with a shiny version. Alright? Trust me. After Nimona's battle, it's the first thing we're going to do. I'm going to stop recording and switch it out. Oh, it sits really cute on the shoulder. I have to say, the character design is very adorable. Like, it definitely gives little sister vibes. I like it. You know, it's really chill. Treat it with love and care. Me shipping it off to home. Uh-oh. Seeing it say her is throwing me off a little bit, but, you know, I'll get used to it. I'll get used to it really quickly, too. Alright. So, obviously, I know there's a few items around here. So, I will grab those. So thankfully I already know the controls and stuff. I'm not too worried about it, but let's grab the items I know that are lying around here at least. Man, that's so weird to find items I haven't picked up in Violet, you know? Potion. Antidote. I think that's it. Wait, is there an item, like, back here? Oh, is it down? I thought it was up. Oh, no, it is up. A potion. A Pokeball. Now, can I sneak around? Because I know there's an item on the far left and the far right, I believe. Oh, yes, I'm free. Run, run, run. Run, let me grab it, let me grab it. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Oh, let's go. We got a potion. Now, I think as long... Wait. Oh, I think I have to talk to her. I see you, Nimona. Give me a sec. There's an item over here I have to grab. Now, I really wish I was playing this on the Switch 2. I just currently don't have the funds to buy a Switch 2. But hopefully one day soon I will get a Switch 2. And we get another Pokeball. So we've got, like, 3 Pokeballs. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, are we really going to use them? Unlikely. Finding a shiny right off the bat would be rare. Alright, let's battle. So pretty much I need to get the Pokedex after this battle. and then I'm free to go. All right, let's battle. Is there anything different about Nimona from the other game to this game? Oh, maybe the uniform. Like, I think it was a purple tie and purple pants for Violet and red for Scarlet. More water gun. Super effective stab. Goes half health. Amber. I think the only thing that could have got us in danger there was somehow a burn. But there we go. Freycoco goes down. And within about 30-ish minutes. Okay, our Pokemon, I think, will be level 5 if we bring him back here. So we'll have that problem. But yeah. 300 in prize money. We take that. We take that. Yeah, let's battle again soon. I just need I want to get our shiny moved over. I just so desperately want the shot. Yeah, there we go. We got the Pokedex out. Alright, guys. So as soon as this is done, I'm going to start my recording and move stuff over, okay? Maybe I dolled up my character a little too much. Like, I know Nimona's like tomboyish, like, but it does feel like my character's wearing some makeup. I mean, obviously, if you did not know, even though I look horribly pale white, and, you know, I have red hair, I'm a ginger, that comes from my mom's side. I'm actually part Hispanic from my dad's side. So a part of me did want to go with a, you know, a character with some at least tan skin and not pale white like how my male characters look, because in real life I'm pale. Really pale. But yeah. So once this stops, I'll save and we'll switch the Craxleys over off camera. I'll bring all the Pokemon from Pokemon Home here to complete the decks, so I can try to get the shiny charm as soon as it's available. All right. So we are free. This is awesome. Gonna stop. Thank you. Save. And I'm gonna switch them over now. I hope I don't mess up in saying this, and I want you guys to understand I just spent over 2 hours sorting because I have my Pokemon Home in National Pokedex order as well, with forms and all that. So organizing everything and then putting everything back was quite difficult. Now, I've learned 3 things through this process. 1, getting everything moved over here when I don't have the DLC was tough because I couldn't just grab the Pokemon for the DLC that wouldn't let me bring them over because I don't have the DLC, right? 2, as soon as I entered the game and I clicked on the Pokedex, I didn't even click to enter the Pokedex. I clicked in, boom. It immediately jumped to this screen and started sorting through every single item. It claimed it automatically. I didn't even click X. I didn't even click to claim any of it. It automatically did it. And another thing is when you are sorting, like I said, here's Toxapex, you know, there's some stuff. I didn't forget Toxapex. I did. Toxapex was the last one in the box when I was sorting everything, right? But I forgot Rufflet, Braviary, Bergmite, and Avalugg. So these were the last 4 I kind of forgot. But that aside, right? We completed the Pokedex just like the rules state. And the third thing I learned is even if you have not been to the school, even if you haven't met the professor or been to the academy, you get the message. And I didn't capture it because I still had to move Pokemon back to Pokemon Home. You automatically get the message to meet the professor in the lab, which obviously we can't do because we don't have access to the lab. So after 2 hours, where are we? Well, I want to talk about one other thing, our shiny situation. So obviously we got a bunch of items, and I will talk about the shiny in a minute. The things we got, well, this stuff looks common. All of this is not. We got so many extra balls just because we completed challenges. I think we had the 4 Pokeballs, but we got all these other balls from it. We also got a bunch of candy and evolution stones, which isn't the end of the world, but you know, I'm not going to pop the candy. Got a bunch of stuff here that I could sell for money, which isn't too bad, and obviously that's what we got. Now, let's talk about our Pokemon situation. You can see here my Craxley is level 14. Well, this is our regular Craxley that we got. Not shiny, not anything special. I am releasing it because we are only keeping shiny Pokemon. This shiny Craxley is the Craxley we are going to use. Now, obviously, I got this from Pokemon Go. That's why I said I had an extra. See there, the original trainer isn't Azure, it's actually Tag YouTube. And the reason is, the extra Craxley I had that was shiny was level 30. I don't know how I got it to level 30, but it was. That's way too high. Thankfully, I had this Craxley that's actually worse than my other Craxley. And this Craxley is level 14. This was the lowest level shining starter that I could get for this game. So we jumped up from level 6 to level 14. Now he is shiny, he is from Pokemon Go. He has Water Gun, Workup, Wing Attack, Aqua Jet. Obviously we can change moves. Maybe bring in Pound instead of Workup if we really wanted to, but I think we're fine with our current moveset. So this shiny Craxley, right here, this little guy, is our... Can I bring out my camera? I can. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This little guy is our starter. Let me see if I can't get him. Yo. Dude, buddy. There we go. Hello? Did he move? He moved. Oh, he's moving. Okay, screw this. Either way, that shiny Craxley is our official starter. He's a little higher level, but I think that's okay. I don't think it changes much. He would have got probably over leveled being by himself anyways. And I have not popped any of the candy that we got from the rewards. So we're going to pick up where we left off. We have our shiny, little higher level, but we don't have the shiny charm yet because obviously we are not yet at the academy. So all we can do is make our way as far forward to this playthrough. But I'm so glad we have our shiny. And the question is can we find a second shiny? Now, obviously it's going to be tough, right? And the biggest reason it's going to be tough is we don't have the shiny charm yet. Until we get to the school, we may not get a second Pokemon. But as soon as we get to the school and as soon as we go into the lab, then we can start looking for a second shiny and build up our team. Because remember, we need a shiny before we do anything with the story. Obviously, I would get the shiny charm first. That's okay. But once we get that shiny charm, we need to find a shiny before we do any story related stuff. Okay? Thank you for the potions. So yeah, this is going to be an experiment. If I need to tweak things for another shiny only playthrough of another game, I will. Obviously, a lot of other games aren't like this one or Legends EA, where shinies are very abundant and easy to get. You know, BDSP isn't that nice. You know, it's just like all the rest of the games aren't as nice as this game. Now, obviously with Sword and Shield, we could kind of do it with the shiny charm, but it's not that populous. They don't show in the overworld like this one, and why this one does not have the sparkle, at least it shows in the overworld. So Scarlet and Legends ZA are two very special games in the sense of how they work and how we can hunt for shinies. Legends Arceus, I really wouldn't want to redo it. If I'm honest, it was a fun game, but the story wasn't good enough for me to replay it. So, but that's just my feeling. If we do shiny only, we could do Violet again. I wouldn't mind resetting that game completely. It won't change anything. Or I can always do it on another account. But yeah. So obviously, I think she's going to show me how to catch Pokemon. I don't know if I have to catch it. If I do, I will immediately release it. Now, obviously, thankfully, a lot of the shinies here are rather noticeable. Right? Like, if we look at the shinies, Lechonk would be bright pink. Tarantula, bright red. Pawmi, bright pink as well. And then even if we think about some of the, like, the other Pokemon we can spot here, you know, Skrovit goes from, like, gray and dark gray to, like, brown and light brown. And so, yeah. Rookidee obviously gets golden wings. Fletchling would be kind of tough to spot, but it should still be noticeable. Like, we're not in a bad position when it comes to trying to find noticeable Pokemon here. They're just really small and we have to be careful. Now, am I expecting a shiny this first episode? No, because this is a regular Scarlet playthrough on an unmodded console. This is literally just regular Scarlet, but I moved a bunch of Pokemon over from Pokemon Home. And we're going to get the shiny charm when we get the opportunity. That's the only difference. That's it. Now, I also think catching Pokemon become easier based on the progression of the game, not the Pokedex completion. So we're in a bit of a pickle because we just need to catch this guy. And we get a crit capture. That will be one thing with the lower level Pokemon, but that's okay because we need more shinies. And any way we can get more shinies, the better. So Lechonk isn't new, as you can see there. And I will remove him on camera in just a second. We are only using shinies. But like I said, any Pokemon we are forced to catch, we will catch because we are forced to, and then immediately get rid of it. Unfortunately, I will not be catching any Pokemon unless they're shiny. And just to prove my point, goodbye non-shiny Lechonk. Let's drop that save and let's keep moving. Okay, now when it comes to my shiny knowledge on some Pokemon, it is not good. Now, some Pokemon right off the bat can be like, oh, I know that's shiny. I'll be honest. Scatterbugs... No, I do know Scatterbug. It's just like Pavilion. It becomes solid white. I do know that. Never mind. Tarantula becomes bright red. We don't need to worry about that. Hoppip becomes solid green. Lechonk becomes pink. Right? We have some very obvious shiny Pokemon here that when they become shiny, it's super obvious. Ooh, a Super Potion. Nice. I say that not no like with all the stuff we have, it's like, is it that great? You know. A Revive, okay. I know I can't get up there. I remember trying a lot with, like, early on using this boulder. Oh, wait, no, I can get up here if I cheese it. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Not who I wanted to encounter. I'm trying to see if I can't get... Oh, wait, did this push me up on the hill? Oh, not what I meant to do at all. But guys, we are up here. We did it. Okay. That was a complete accident. Like, you know what? That's perfectly okay. Okay, we're not going to get up there without more assistance. I'll just be honest, we're not getting up there. But hey, we got the other item. So, I wasn't expecting even to get up there. So, I will take that as a dub and we'll keep moving. Like I said, I'm not expecting a shiny here, and we're not, you know, we don't need to progress this basic story mode. It's after we get to the, it's after we get to the academy. And I can't remember the name of the academy already for this game. Is that bad? I mean, I just did spend 2 hours plus organizing Pokemon, which is so mind-numbing, you know? See, my biggest hope here is I encounter Pokemon I don't have shiny throughout this playthrough and have just a good time catching Pokemon, encountering shinies, and just, you know, hopefully not struggling. Although, I don't know if we're actually going to get through this without struggles. Because like I said, we can't, after the very first approach of, oh, okay, more story stuff. After the very first approach of the academy, we have no other, like, how do I say this? We have no other, like, goals or means other than once we get to the academy, we have to get the shiny charm. And then as soon as we get access to the 3 crests, it is as simple as we can't progress until we get a shiny. It is just that simple. Until we find a shiny, we get locked out of any progression of any kind. Now, if we somehow find a shiny before then we have a miracle. Because right now, it is still full odds. Having the Pokedex filled without the shiny charm does not help. It does not do anything else. No, actually, it makes catching slightly easier, but what are we catching? Right? We're only catching shinies, other than stuff we're forced into catching. So, yeah. Now, if we find a shiny somehow, some way, during this episode or the second episode, oh, we are so set. But as of right now, this first episode, the recording and the length of the episode won't feel as long as it actually took. Because the recording time will probably be like 45 or an hour or something. But we also, oh, dude, my brain is so fried. Another thing we have to consider is the fact that I spent 2 hours plus organizing Pokemon in Pokemon Home. So this episode, while it only looks like the time you see on YouTube, it took another 2+ hours. So this is probably 3-4 hours worth of recording and time and everything. And yeah. I really wish I had access to, like, I don't know, like some nicer or cuter pants or skirt or something. I don't mind the top so much. The pants kind of bother me. Alright, let's approach it. I'm so used to Miraidon for this. It's so weird to see Koraidon. Obviously, we know what to do. We're not fooling around. So, yeah. Here you go, buddy. Have a sandwich. You know what? I just realized what kind of character she reminds me. She reminds me of Ramona Flowers a little bit. You know, like, anyone else see it? I'm literally bringing it. Like, I know Ramona goes through multiple different colors, right? She has blue, she has purple, she has pink, she has red. She has multiple hair colors. But, I mean, also her hair is shorter. Like, this hair is a lot longer. But I don't know why. When I saw her, I just immediately got Ramona Flower vibes from Scott Pilgrim. But, yeah. Obviously, you can let me know what you think on that front, but yeah. See, I don't know. So far, Koraidon, the powering down and everything, compared to just him looking, Miraidon just looking slightly sleepy, Koraidon's transformation feels more like it makes sense. I mean, it's still cool. Don't get me wrong. Koraidon is still a cool Pokemon. But, like, I don't know. Miraidon makes more sense. I also need to figure out what kind of outfit I eventually want. Because I know in this game in particular, but also in Legends EA, the girls have better outfits in general than the guys, but yeah, we'll find out. Alright, let's move. Obviously, we know we need to follow Koraidon. I need to make sure I don't say Miraidon. That we follow Koraidon. Now, obviously, it is still possible to find a shiny. The likelihood, full odds at this point. But with my playthrough knowledge, I'll pick up every item I can here. There's Nemona. I do know there's a number of items I will not be able to get because the story will cut it off. But we'll grab what we can. Oh, I never noticed this before. But up there, the Houndoom is already watching. There's also an item up there. I didn't notice that before in my first playthrough. Wow. Okay, I learned something new. I did not see the Houndoom there in my original playthrough. But maybe it's because I was taking in everything that was happening that I didn't really stop to look around. Do I need you to go a little bit further? Yeah, maybe. Just making sure I'm not missing other items. All right, let me see if I can now go down here to pick up this item. Oh, I'm fighting. Ooh, it did not like that, the game. My character really started to freak out. But... ah, see, this is the item I can't get. Maybe I can. I can, let's go! Oh, hey, buddy. Okay, we gotta revive. Anything else around here? No, does not look like it. Yeah, I never noticed the Houndoom up sitting on top watching us before. Well, it's a legendary with nearly 700 BST. It's pretty dang strong. Like, let's be honest. This thing destroys. I mean, what? Koraidon's what, 680? Right? Or is it 670? I think it's 680. No. It's 670. They're 670. 670, that's right. Just looked it up. And there's Houndoom. I wonder what would happen if somebody did what I did, complete the Pokedex, used all the candy, got the Pokemon the high enough level. Like, it wouldn't let you fight it, but I know that's why they did it like this, is to prevent someone like me cheesing it. Which, I am cheesing it for a shiny only, but a legit shiny only. A non, you know, a non-modded, a non, like, ROM hack, none of that. A real Scarlet. This is my first time playing Scarlet. It's a real game. I literally have the physical cartridge, or box, and obviously the game cartridge is in the thing, but yeah. Bro, why are you running? Dark types are weak to fighting. All you gotta do is use one physical move and they're all gone. I mean, obviously I know it's story point, but yeah. But I'm glad I got the organization done. I'm glad I got this Pokedex done. I am short. A part of me is thinking about maybe I should make my hair shorter now that I've made that Ramona Flowers comparison. Maybe I should change my hair. And there goes Koraidon. Little again. It's funny she says yet, you know? It is really funny that she says it. Perked up a little. Okay, got Nemona's number. That's awesome. Swift, okay. Won't help me because that is a special move and my little guy's physical currently. And I think I got all the items back there already, so we can just hop down and let's progress a little. Yeah, it's gonna force me. A part of me is thinking to change my hairstyle. You know, knowing Arvin's story and his sick dog really... Oh yeah, I forgot the professor's name change. Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. I like how it ignores that comment, because obviously that would have to explain that it's a past paradox Cyclizard. You know, because I mean, aren't the legendaries technically like paradoxes? Koraidon's a future Cyclizard, and sorry, Miraidon's a future Cyclizard. Koraidon is a past. So this is our first battle, like true first battle, with our shiny starter. Oh, Scarlet survived. Look at that. Oh, wait. Ring attack isn't stab. I kind of forgot that. I will admit, my brain is still fried. Craxley is pure water type. It doesn't gain fighting to Crocrovel. And a flying type move will never be stab. Having Aqua Jet's amazing though. We'll always have that priority. And I mean, truth be told, right? Doesn't Aqua Jet hit for the same amount as Water Gun, but it's physical? So like it's going to be more effective for us. So like, yeah, it's just Aqua Jet's better Water Gun right now. And it has priority. Thank you. Well, ignored. So, tonight, I'm only going to record this first episode. We might stop here, but at least we have got access to... We can't ride them yet, but got Koraidon. So, that's cool. There is an item. I think it's around the other side. Hey, Hoppip. Yeah, I gotta say, I really hope as soon as we get the shiny charm, we luck out into finding a shiny Pokemon. Because the sooner the better in progression. Because Craxley, while he could probably carry us, I have made sure that we have to get a shiny before progressing. Oh yeah, isn't this where we get like Zapdos, I think? Yeah, look at this OLED powered graphics. It's so majestic. I wish I had the Switch too. Now, obviously there still may be mystery items, or not mystery items, mystery gifts or whatever they're called that I can obtain. So we'll do those too as soon as we get down to the Pokemon Center. But we will get down there. That's where we'll stop the episode. Could you imagine if we found a shiny though? Like a full odd shiny just right at the beginning? Okay, so first off, let me change my hair. Wait, hold on, I can't change my hair. Shoot, I think I have to go someplace to change my hair, right? Hold on. Change hair. Pokemon Scarlet. I almost typed Violet instinctively. Salons, yep. Okay, so I can't just free change it. Alright. Personberry, nice. Going to keep moving. Sure, let's battle. Why not? One thing in Violet I didn't do is battle trainers enough. In this game, I want to make sure I go out of my way to battle everyone I can. you know. So this will be super effective, so this should take it out. Yeah. Ooh, a crit. Craxley, you don't need to do it like that, man. You need to chill. One thing we do have to watch out for is because he's not ours, he may disobey us at some point. But I shouldn't waste too much time looking around here because I will investigate later. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I should. Oh, actually, getting these coins are kind of pointless. There's no shiny version of it in this game. Yeah, let's pick up the items we see close by. Oh, there's a Ralts. If only that was shiny. Man, could you imagine hitting like a shiny right off the bat, a good one? But I think this is a nice thing, right? Is my first playthrough, I kind of used Pokemon that I wanted to or were really good. But this time, I'll be stuck to whatever shinies I find, which means I may have to use Pokemon I was not prepared to use. Which I think will be quite interesting. And the nice thing is even if we get stuck with a bad shiny, the nice thing is like we need so many shinies just throughout the game to progress through each story point. And because there's 8 gym leaders, there's what, like, is there, I don't think there's 8 of everything. Let's see how much Aqua Jet does. It's stab, okay, yeah, it goes down. But like, we're gonna need a ton of shinies, right? So I'm not going to be too mad about whatever happens. Like, we'll just progress through and see what happens. Also, this is also going to test my shiny knowledge. Now, obviously, I can look up shinies if something doesn't look quite right. Some shinies I know off the top of my head, like these guys become like baked. So they become brown and like actually look like baked bread. I can't talk. You know, there's, you know, like I said with Lechonk turning pink and all that stuff. Some really stand out. I mean, thankfully I know all this stuff. Now, thankfully we can get a bunch of money right off the bat by selling those items. Which they're not going to be like, oh, how do I say this? They're not going to be that helpful, that like holding on to those, so we might as well. Thank you. So obviously we heal our Pokemon really quick. It is in an Ultra Ball, as you can see. Like I said, the other one was more prepped. I just didn't realize it was level 30. And let's sell, just so you guys can see this happening. We don't need, oh wait, hold on. I know this, hold on. We don't need to buy, because there's nothing really here to buy. Sell, bulk sell. I almost forgot about that for a second. Okay. Get 176,000 right off the bat. That's some good money. Now, we also get access to the Poké Portal. Well, I'll connect to the internet and then we'll do them. It is mystery gift. Because maybe we'll get some better clothing options. I think we do. Get via internet. Connect with. Oh, it's the thing for the DLC. That's the only one left. All right, fair enough. Because I don't think there's any other codes. Don't think there's any other codes available. Oh wait, hold on. There are a couple, but not really all that important. But let's see. So there's the current ones available are the Neo Roto cover. And this should get me the Neo Kitakami case for the Rotom phone. Neo Rotom. It's not Roto. You know, this is what I get. My brain is fried and I'm not seeing things straight. Alright, so this should give me the Neo Kitakami case for the Rotom phone. And then there's also a tracksuit and a book cover that I got in Violet. That now there's Scarlet exclusives. Unfortunately, the Hisuian Typhlosion is done, and everything else is expired. So, not the end of the world. So let's put the other one. So it's S track suit, yeah. And then obviously there we go. S tracksuit should get me the Scarlet tracksuit. Maybe it's better than the ones we have right now. Who knows? Because this outfit is kind of meh. And then there's the S book cover. Don't know what the book cover's for, but okay. Alright. And then it's S book cover. Alright, and that should be the last code accessible for us. So, all good there. Not a bad first episode, right? Went a little bit over the hour mark, but that's fine. Let's check these items, get them equipped, and see what we have. Alright. So we have the new tracksuit. I'll keep that. I like that a lot better than what I've been wearing. So I think I'll put on the Neo Kitakami over the Scarlet case. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Now the bookcase, where in the world does that go? Okay. Let me see how to use the book cover. Oh, it's not a book cover. It's that Scarlet Rotom phone case that I got. I'm an idiot. Okay. Well, I mean, the Rotom phone looks better with the Neo Kitakami one anyways. We have a much better looking outfit. I saw one item I'm going to go up here and grab, but we have, I think, started off well. I've got the Pokedex done for us to successfully get the shiny charm as soon as possible and to start our shiny only hunt and playthrough, because everything's going to be a shiny hunt. But yeah. And last but not least, we have our little guy. Right here. I don't know why he doesn't want to look at me. Oh, I didn't realize there was other look. Huh? But we have our shiny Craxley. I'm going to save and wrap this episode up. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, tag out. I want to give a special thank you to all my Patreon members. Urza and Scott, you're amazing. If you guys want to check out Patreon and join it to get a shout out at the end, check Patreon down in the link description below. And you can also, like Scott did, make me re-record this.